I'm going to try and do a real simple project before the holiday. Now, I saw this on Instagram or Facebook or something, but these like sword fighting knights with balloons for heads, and you try to pop the other person's balloon. I had some scraps of conduit and some pipe, and I thought, this looks very simple. I should be able to make this. I had a few random pieces and stuff. I ran to the hardware store and I got a couple of other ones that I think I will need. I don't really have a plan. I'm just going to go with what looks good, and we'll see how it turns out. So let's do that.
Since I had two different colors of pipe, I used this 2-inch pipe to make the bodies. I made them 5 inches long. I did one black and one white so that they would look different. And then I started laying pieces out to try and figure out how to put these together. I've seen a few of these different configurations, but I wanted to do one that worked best for me. I drilled holes in each of the bodies. One hole was 1.5 inches, I think, from the end, and the other was a 1/2 inch. I used a step bit to make the holes that were further from the end big enough to put a piece of pipe through. That's going to hold the arms. And then I cut all the pieces for the legs next. 2 pieces, 3.5 inches long. I cut a 4-inch long piece, that's the piece that goes through the body, and 2 pieces at 3 inches long, that's the lower part of the legs. And then I cut some pieces of the white PVC for the other knight at the same sizes. This is just a piece of scrap wood. I drilled a few holes in it. I think these are about 12 inches apart, and put these little eye hooks in there. Now these pieces here are feet. These were just a piece of 2-inch pipe I cut in half and drilled a hole through here. These make feet. Just use 550 cord. You can use any cord or string or pretty much anything. Put the legs together, put the feet on first. Realized I wanted some sort of knee in there just to make it look better. It wouldn't change how it worked. And I had these end caps, so I drilled a hole in the end cap, put it on top of the lower part of the leg, and it made a little bit of a knee, so it just kind of looked nicer. And then tied the cord to the holes in the body, just tied a knot on the inside. Very simple, and there's the legs. And then experimented a little. This is kind of how the arms are going to go. Shield on one side, sword on the other. So put the white one's legs together, and now we can get started on the arms. Now the arms, I had this idea for a shoulder, and then I realized that I couldn't use that 90-degree coupling because I needed the shoulder to move. I cut one side of it off so that way the shoulder would be a little more movable. I cut the pieces for the arm. It's a sword arm. The shield arm doesn't really need many pieces. And 2 pieces for the arm. These are each 2 inches long. Drill a hole in the pipe going through, threaded a string in there, and put the pieces of the arm on. So the upper arm, the lower arm, and then a little plug that goes into the top of the teen. And then I pulled the string back and tied it at the top. That's where it's pulled tight. I used some little scrap pieces to make a elbow, which wasn't really necessary. And then I cut out some shields and weapons. I made 2 round shields and decided to try some different shapes. As far as weapons go, I just made some little swords. This is 1/4 inch plywood, some scrap stuff that I had. It was kind of warped. And then I sanded them all down, sanded some points onto the swords. The shields, I drill a hole through and I'm bolting them to a little plug or end cap so that they will push into the pipe, and then if we want to change these shields and make different shapes or different sizes or different materials, it will be really easy to just unscrew the bolt. Same sort of thing with the swords. They can be pulled out and swapped around. Or to hold the balloons on for the heads, I cut these little J shapes on the back of the knights with the Dremel. The cuts look pretty bad. I just cleaned them up a little bit.
Alright, so I've got these things finished up, and it's the next day, and I am not wearing the same clothes as when I started, because this whole video continuity thing is just really not working for me. Let me show you how these work. So, I've got my knights here, and then I've made these pieces that will go in the back of their arms. The shields and everything comes apart. I was going to glue some of these pieces together, and then I decided not to, so it'd be easy to take them apart to replace any pieces or make different shapes or whatever we wanted to do. So let's put that on there. And this piece go on the back of the sword. Like that. Perfect. So there's our balloon, shield, knight. Let's set our other one up. Got our two knights ready to go.
At this point, I realized I should have tested this sooner, but we were leaving, so I came up with a quick fix with a nail in the end of the sword, and they worked pretty well.
Let's do it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, you hit me! Yeah!
I didn't get much video of these being used because it was Thanksgiving. I was there to spend time with family and not to make videos for you guys, as much as I do appreciate all of you. This isn't the best guide on how to build these, but I just did this quickly. I wanted to make these before we went up for the holiday and take them, and I got it done. It took me maybe 2 hours to do, and that was figuring everything out as I went. Fun thing to do, fun little game to build, to sit in your game room. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all, and I will see you next time.